Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm Stacy and today we are going to be doing the December Grabie box painting. But first, I need my eraser because I got a lot of sketch lines. So I'm gonna go ahead and, well, first I see a blobby here that I don't want in there at all. There we go. Alright, and now I'm gonna roll this. I'm gonna create a cylinder and roll it gently over the top to pick up the excess pencil that I have from my sketch. There we go. Perfect. Okay, cute. And I think we're gonna go in with, make sure I'm still in frame. I keep moving it around. There we go. All right, so we're good. I am gonna go in with my Grabie round number 3 Quill brush. Actually, you know what? Do I want to do that? I kind of want to do that. All right, let's give it a spritz. Just to get it rolling. Stay. There we go. Okay. And then I think I want to use cobalt. And a bit of the galaxy blue. The galaxy blue is Schmincke's granulating galaxy blue. I'm gonna come in and just, too much, and just kind of swoosh it around in the background like that, and let it do its granulating business. I'm gonna leave some white spots back there as well, maybe some darker swooshies like that. Little blobbies underneath, and then kind of do that down here. Make it very wet. Go around the outside edge. Get some blobbies like that. And then I think my little snow dude could have some blue in him as well. And then I'm going to pick up a lot of this on him and make it nice and light, like so. I like it. And then for now, I think, oops, got a little dirty brush right there. For now, it's too wet right here. I'm gonna pick that up. Thirsty brush, just dry your brush off and roll it through or drag it on in or whatever you need to do to kind of move that water out of the way. Okay, I like that. We're gonna leave it there. I'm gonna hit it with the heat tool to dry this completely, and then we're gonna go over the top and paint in our little snow dude. Okay, that's good. I'm seeing a little bit of wetness right here. I'm looking for my paper towels, which have disappeared again. Oh, they're back there. You definitely want to wipe up any puddly water that you have laying around on your desk so it doesn't mess up your painting. And then, is for fun, we are going to go in and re-wet a little hat right here. This whole little hat, like so. Bloop. And I have a bit of messy green off to the side. Oh, right there. So I'm gonna And no, I don't normally do like a green colored hat or anything like that. This is new and interesting for me. I feel like I should match the scarf that goes with the hat, right? So we'll come in here and get it wet down. There. And I can already tell I didn't carry the blue in there, so I'm gonna have to fix that. But for now, we'll just leave it. Just drop in some green and let it be muddy. I don't like the dripping that's going on up there. I'm not digging that at all. I'm just gonna wet it and blot. See if I can't pick that up. There we go. And just kind of come in here and get in some blobby shapes. I think a touch of yellow in here. Little bits of yellow throughout will help with that illusion of plaid that I'm shooting for, which we're probably going to draw in with the ink pen after the fact, but yeah, so I'm going to leave those alone. I really am not liking how much bleeding is happening right here. I'm going to scrub it and blot so it stops moving. Good scrub and a good blot. There we go. And we can fix that in a bit. Okay. And I think sap green buttons is cute. Making sure it's a little dry so that when I come in here to pop them in, right, it doesn't bleed around too much. I want to get in there with the sap green, but I'm not ready yet. It's too soon. It's too soon. Relax. Pop that back down in there. I want to grab some of my ultramarine. Nope, that'll throw the whole thing off. Let's not do that. I'm gonna just grab the Galaxy Blue. If you hear kids, there are teenagers playing at the playground again. Because they literally cannot help themselves. Personally, I would prefer it if they went home, but that's just me. Wouldn't be so bad if they didn't have to scream so much, you know? Like, what's with the screaming all the time? Carrying that blue into here and then up there. And your background can be whatever you want it to be. I just want it to feel crispity and snowy and maybe down here. I got carried away right there. Down here at the base, like that. Feel a little, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. We'll see. We'll see when I'm done if I keep this. Because remember, I am going to get in here with an ink pen as well. And again, there's always a way to fix this stuff, so don't panic. Anybody, don't panic. Now I am panicking about how dark this blue is, because it is pretty dark. So I'm going to go ahead and really wet it down. Let it break up a little bit. And then blot some of it up. Like that. Kind of soften that out a little bit. All right. There's that. Now I want a clean brush. And I think I want to put in the carrot. T-topped little carrot. Let's do that. I don't think that'll bleed. Is what I meant to say. There's this cute little carrot nose. It is bleeding already. It's too wet. Fine. Heat tool it is. Let's heat tool this again. Okay. Now I'm feeling like I can probably get in here with the sap green. Is this brush going to be too thick? This brush might be too much for this little endeavor that I'm about to go on here. Come here. Thank you. Let me use this one instead. This one is my Royal & Langnickel round number 4, and she gets a nice little point on her. So I'll do that. I feel like I'll have a little more, just a little more control. I did lose some of my lines, so I'm just kind of winging it a little bit. And don't forget, lost and found edges are your friend. Don't be too crazy exacting about how things are rolling. Touch more water. Just to pull those hair bristles together. Okay. That's cute, right? And really lightly dragging the brush around. I'm really sorry if you can hear them screaming around, but they're being very obnoxious, as most teenagers are, in my experience. The all-knowing, all-seeing, terrible teenager. Just kind of dragging it around. Okay, maybe some little bits of dry brush to give it texture. A little bit of shadow and form. Okay. All right. Now the nose that I was trying to do before, but it was much too wet to give me what I want, which is this right there. Got a little bit big, but that's okay. And then some pure yellow. Maybe. There we go. Dropped it in right there. There we go. Okay. Now bits of yellow in our little endeavor to make this feel like plaid. Or tartan, or whatever, you know. However you say see view are with this one. Oh, people and their viewpoints. Oh, people being people. Okay, cute. I think that helps. I'll do a little bit of that down here as well. There. I think the teenagers left, it got quiet. Oh, thank the Lord. No offense against teenagers that are watching, but y'all, I was a teenager once. I feel the parents' pain. Okay. Should I do more? I feel like, just little additional textures. Maybe just not be so exacting about it. Just drop them in. Like that. Is that better? I think that's better. Okay. That's that. All right, that's our start. Let's get our ink. Actually, we're gonna hit it with the heat tool. Okay. There we go. And we're gonna hit it with the ink pen. Let's find the one I feel like using. I think a number 3. This is the Derwent Line Maker number 3.3 Black Noir Supreme Free Flowing Permanent Liner. So ideal for drawing and writing portraits. La 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 la. I believe this is water resistant, so once it's dry, you can paint and draw over it, but you gotta wait for it to dry. That's the trick. And do the wibble wobbly drawing and there. And our wibble wobbly drawing there and there, going all the way around like that. Oh, they didn't leave, they're still there. Like that, and then wibbly wobbly pom pom, and then bloop 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 bloop. Oh, like that. And this comes all the way down like that. Perfection. Perfection. Na na na. Okay. Okay. Just a little bit of shadow right there. And then we're going to do the wibbly wobblies for the hat. And just rolling with the punches. And I initially drew these with kind of super sketchy wibbly wobbly lines because I wasn't really terribly concerned. I wanted to feel cute and illustrative and not have to worry about being, you know, exacting about patterns and that kind of thing. There we go. Okay. There's the crazy hat. And if you get to this point and you're really not feeling it, there are other things you can do to really make it what you want it to be. It does not need to be anything particular. It can be whatever you want it to be. Wibbly wobbly buttons. And little button holes. And then round out our situation. And this can change as well. You can make this just as crazy as you want. There. This one's kind of back behind, so do that. I think I want this to be more like that. Like that. Okay. Cute. Cute. I'm liking it. I think it's adorable. Okay, but I think I want to do... These are quickly becoming really mixed media. Which I'm not adverse to. I just wasn't expecting to do. This is a Caran d'Ache Neocolor 2 Aquarelle in lime green. I just want to create some calm spots. See, when you've got so much going on visually, sometimes creating some spots of just calm can really help. And this feels calm to me, so that's what I'm doing. That. Yeah, I like that. Let's do the same thing up in the hat. Let's just create some blocks of calmness around that nose, right there, there, this edge up here. There we go. I dig that. Does anybody else dig that? I dig that. Okay, now I lost the orange on the tip of his nose. So I'm not going to go back in with watercolor because I don't feel like it. So we're doing that. Touch of yellow. Cute. Okay. This one is raw sienna. So I'm going to drag it down. Like that. Leave some bits of white. Cute. Okay. And then maybe grab the yellow and kind of brighten it up a bit, just dragging it over the top, see, and that immediately makes it look a little more inviting to the eye, I think. Cool. All right, so what don't I like? Let me look in the here and now. I think I want to clean up the white on the hat and his body a little bit and lighten this here, maybe. Yeah, I want to lighten some of that. Okay, so how am I going to do that, you might ask? You can do it in a couple of different ways, but I'm going to do it my old standby way. You can use chalk pastel, oil pastel, acrylic paint. I'm going to use bleed proof white, and instead of dipping into here repeatedly, I'm going to grab a bunch and a blob of water on the brush and just put it in here. There. And just gonna go over the top like this. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I just want to soften, whoops, soften the blue that's going on and let it dry. And then if you want, you can go over it again. I'm not feeling the need for perfection, but, you know, but I would like it to look nice, right? There. And then I think I just want to, yeah, I just want to kick it back a bit. So we're doing a glazing of the white over the blue. And I'm just going to pick up and mix in. So I'm not stressing it too much. A little more bleed proof white. A little more water. I don't want it to be like stark white, but I do want to get rid of some of that dark blue. What's going on? Kind of liking that effect back there. Let's skim over this. Like that. Okay. Okay. And once the blue is kind of picking up from the background and the bleed proof white has a chance to settle into the paper a little bit, we're getting some really nice textures, I think. Just soften that background back a little bit. And like I said, if you don't like the background that you did, you can completely cover it with pastels. Work really well. Again, gouache would be a good choice. There, that's a little less in your face. There we go. With the blue. So what does that mean for the overall piece? Let's see. It means I need to hit it with the heat tool again. Okay. There. Na 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 na. Na na na. Dig in there. And I'm gonna tap tap tap. Like that. Yeah, I like that. And we're just tap tap tapping. Not being afraid to overlap the other things to make it look more cottony. Cute. Maybe we should just tap 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 in here as well, so that I'm not picking up quite so much of the background. cute. He's adorable. He can't even help himself. He can't even, you guys. A bit of dry brush. And a little bit of heavy application. Okay. And then snow. Cute. Do some more like actual blobby snowflakes that are bold and, you know, break the black line, you know, break that barrier and stand out in the crowd. And perhaps we've got a little bit build up going on. Like that. A little build up on that nose. Cute. A couple of more large dots of snow. Kind of blooped around. Just blooping. You can make little ones and you can make big ones and really get crazy with it. It's a snowy sky. I like it. I think he's cute. I think he's adorable. I think he wins the day. Right? He feels wintry, doesn't he? I think so. I think so. I also feel like I should clean up the mess a little bit. This happens every time, you guys. I make a huge mess with the splatter situation. And then I forget to clean it up, and then I do another piece, and I make a mess, and it's just chaos, I tell you. Chaos. And there we go. Adorable. Okay. Let's see what we got in the thing. I got cuteness. Right? How cute is that? Little blobby December snow dude. No, 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 come play with me. Alright, let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!